after the walk, the recorded walk that was in this previous podcast episode, after that was over and done with, shortly after that, my wife and we ended up taking a break and going to the store. It was the end of the day. She had her like last serious video meeting of the day, and I was starting to wind down, and felt like we were in a place that, we need to get some stuff at the grocery store. And we were like making a limited list to go to the grocery store. It was going to be like a quick run in and out. And where we're living currently, there isn't a lot of people at this particular grocery store. It's a tourist grocery store. Like there's a bunch of resorts that are around here, and it would be where you would go and get like food, at a resort rental or a lease place, a townhome type thing. And I found this action, or this chore that's really, you don't think about it. It's like you think about it for a second, being I'm gonna share my experience at the grocery store with you. But I found, I teach UX and interaction design, and I'm kind of floored by my utter and complete cognitive breakdown through the multitasking that I've had to do this week. And then just being able to make a list and not following the list. And it became this interior monologue of how I just kind of went off the list or went away, deviated from the framework that I tried to give myself to, just as something as simple as a shopping list. I'm not going to go, and they say you're not supposed to go and, eat or shop on an empty stomach or shop on a full stomach, or, those sayings. And I'm shopping with a degree of, pent up anxiety over a week of stepping out and not being at the house. And yeah, I mean, I think about it now from Sunday. This is being recorded on Sunday, how I probably won't be going to the grocery store for the next 14 days. They're going to open up the testing facility about as the crow flies. It's about 1.5 miles from our house, but the walk and talk from the first episode, I can definitely see the tent starting to kind of be erected from there. And I think my workouts are ultimately going to be Decapane workouts. I'll probably record one, and I'll probably do some Facebook lives doing a Decapane exercise routine. But I'm not going out anymore. There's not anybody around on the streets right now, but even then, I even kind of wonder about, when carrying, from where we are to there. So I'm just going to stay in the house. And, this is probably the last experience, for a while that'll be outside the gates of my apartment complex. Still have to go walk the dog, and I'll probably be outside walking the dog and, staying within the confines of this place. But, this was a recording of us just going to the grocery store. Come on. We're going to the store. This is what we're going for. We're going for bananas, apples, fresh milk. We got Parmalat, but, I don't want to get into that until... we have to. Meat of some type. We have plenty of like deep frozen meat in the freezer, but just kind of getting a little something. Maybe tilapia or something. Cafe. Some dry black beans. Some cans too. Some EVOO. Some Ezekiel bread. I kind of want some peanut butter or something with that, because I think we got eggs, but I just want to have like a little snack, and bready breads, and then maybe whatever else we can kind of bump around for. I'm going in by myself because I'm the designated disease carrier of the family, so I don't want anybody else in there dealing with stuff. Hey.
You're the designated disease?
Yeah, I'm the designated disease carrier.
Well, if you get sick, we get sick, so...
Yeah, I guess we're all interconnected, right?
If I get sick, we all get sick.
We just have to practice.
Here, hold this. I'm giving the recorder to Pekka, but I'm the only one mic'd right now, so you'll hear everybody in the background kind of limited.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have the mic there.
Yeah, I have the mic here. So, let's see how it goes, guys. Okay, well, y'all are staying in the car, okay, buddy?
What you just said?
You're gonna stay in the car
Why?
because it's not safe.
What's not safe?
It's not
The
safe.
virus is out.
You need to you need to limit your exposure, and that's like only a reason why one person's going to get stuff.
I cannot go at TJ.
Oh, shit.
I cannot go at TJ.
We're not going to.
We're not going to TJ's. We're just going to the Publix around the corner, dude.
Can I go?
No. They say that.
Why? Then
Okay.
Go and get a cookie.
They say that the drive-through testing facility at Orange County Convention Center is going to be set up tomorrow, Monday.
Oh, okay.
Today's Friday.
So they're going to have. We live near the Orange County Convention Center, and they're going to have a drive-through testing facility there. That seems like that makes sense, given that there's absolutely no traffic, like tourism traffic, that's going through iDrive, International Drive Destination, Universal. So it makes sense.
Can we go to TJ's? Can I come with you, Dad?
We'll see.
It's his birthday.
Oh, es for you, gracias.
Are we going?
Ah, mire, nosotros nos vamos a quedar aquí en el carro.
I'm just going in and getting some essentials, bud. I'm taking. I'll get you cookies. Don't worry about it.
I want a sprinkle cookie.
If they got sprinkle cookies, I will get a big box of sprinkle cookies. How's
Oh,
it?
don't get that.
I'll figure it out.
Are you really? You're gonna do all of it?
Yeah, why not?
I want sprinkle
Bye.
cookies.
Have fun. It's the lunchtime on a Friday. Going to Publix, getting stuff. We've done pretty good, but it seems what it is, you know? Hello. Lady of Publix. Wiping down the cart handles. Seems like that's a good sign. And hey, there's stuff at the store. I think that's pretty fascinating. First thing for Marco, we're gonna get some cookies for Marco. What do you think? Chocolate chip? Chocolate chip. Daddy will eat the chocolate chip too. Yeah, chocolate chip. I already touched it. But it looks like it's already been touched, so I'm not getting it. Fear, right? Unwarranted fear. That's how it ends up peeking its ugly head. I'm not gonna get something that had thumbprints on it. Some bananas. Probably gonna do a couple of laps around the store here. Organic bananas. Regular bananas, because they are green. I'm gonna get 2 bunches of them. I'm gonna get the greenest ones I can find. More potatoes, maybe, right? I've been finding myself eating a ton of potatoes. Potatoes are a lot of carbs for the money. And I can put them in the air fryer, and it gives me a little comfort, home comfort, right? Ginger, if they have fucking ginger, that'd be spectacular, right? No ginger, I don't see it yet. I got grapes, wow. Big shout out to everybody who is keeping the food supply chain going. 3 for $5 avocados. We already have avocados at the house. We're fine in that department. We got onion. We're good with onion. I got banana. Bag of apples. I was looking for the apple bags. What are we gonna get there? Ambrosia Gold. Macintosh apples. It's like China thing where they ended up like overproducing apples has been lovely because it's like Macintosh apples you can only find in the fall. And now you can find them the whole year. We get apples, all different varieties of apples now. Hi. Like I bought kombucha yesterday, but they have this like ungodly deal of kombucha. Where you have like the big bottles of kombucha for like $10 or $11, and then like they're like selling for $5. They're back up to $9, but whatever. I'm still gonna go get a thumb jug of kombucha. I don't like eating full fat yogurt that much. I don't like it. That's a good way to get some probiotics. Ooh, nuts, man. How about some shelled peanuts, dude? Yeah, we're gonna get a big bag of peanuts, man. That sounds lovely. I'm not shopping on the list. Bananas, apples, need to get milk. Some bread of some type. He needs bready bread. I'll go back around and figure it out. Still don't see ginger, man. That's what I'd be after. Ginger, some turmeric. Some breads, some type. Go in the bakery. Ooh, baby. Cranberry walnut loaf. I bet Marco would enjoy that. That would be lovely. Some raisin bread-ish type thing. Oh, nothing. I'm fine. Yeah, cookies. I'll get some frosted cookies. I need to light up Marco's life a little bit. Some bready breads. I'm looking for hesitating on my path. I got coffee. Ethical bean coffee for $7.99. The problem with this Publix is they don't have whole bean coffee, dude. Yeah, I'm being a bitch. I'm gonna call out being a bitch every little fucking time I'm a bitch. Ground coffee. Yeah, we'll deal with it. I got coffee already. They copy the packaging. Ooh, maybe they got it here, dog. We got beans. Oh, dude, we got illy beans, but they're like $15. Man. I saw this thing where like Bustelo was selling like whole beans. I would totally try that out. Ground coffee. Ground coffee. And I got a little container for my trouble. It's only $15 for the creature comfort. I think Marco would like Nesquik. Container Nesquik. Give him some sugar. Let the boy eat cake. That's what I say. We got cereal. Hello. Yeah, there's a component of fear crossing people. I'm trying just to suck it up and go. Whatever happens, happens. But I do know that I've limited things a lot this week. And that's good. But at the end of it, it's just like, what the fuck can you ultimately do other than just not touch things or people? I figured out how to wash my phone the right way today. Use warm soap and water, like washing your hands on a microfiber cloth, and then you use some distilled water to rinse it off with on a microfiber cloth, and that seems to do the job. It's mind-blowing. It's absolutely fucking mind-blowing. Koi makes good stuff. Bragg makes good shit too, but that Bragg is expensive. I'll get the Bragg. I'll get the damn Bragg. Oh, damn. You know, it would be... Wait, what? Is that a deal and a half? Okay. That's probably... I'm getting a $30 big jug of olive oil. I don't want to have to go back to the store for olive oil in like a month. Feels like that would be the best way. I could just fill up my container and have it. It's like buy now versus buy later, you know? It's like these are economic thoughts that you really need to go through. God, I'm turning into an old person. I used to never think about this shit. Hello. No meat on the shelf. None. Limited. Very, very micro. That's an interesting shift. I wonder if that's going to be a new normal. I was mainly coming for a little bit of meat and going to have to pick between the limited amount of meat that they have, which is fine by me. Oh, I need to get canned beans and dried beans. Am I here? That's more important. Legumes. Red lentils. We got green lentils. We're cool in that department. Black beans. Venezuelan household. Black beans. You know what? I'm gonna end up getting pinto beans because I'm from Texas. They don't have pinto beans. Oh, they got navy beans. Oh, dude, lima beans. I'm gonna get limas. And we are going to do up some lima beans like Granny used to make. I'm getting 3 containers of limas. That would be delicious. But Granny got frozen beans. I think Granny got frozen beans, if memory serves. I always love the shit out of those, man. Okay, I'll just get black beans here. Get some cans. Nice music and dancing in the store. As a microscopic virus is going to kill us all. No, just kidding. That's not. It's going to be fine, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making certain I'm not touching anything more than I got to. Get 5 cans of beans. I need to get tuna. Wife asked for tunas. It's like I buy like little to like make sure the stock that we already have doesn't like dwindle of stuff. So it's like you kind of eat it and you buy it type of thing rather than like, you know, if there's a huge disruption. There's a huge disruption. If there is, don't know. You ultimately have your stockpile kind of figured out. Like you can buy a stockpile, right? But then if you just eat through your stockpile, it kind of defeats the purpose. Oh shit, man. They got flank. And they got that like, ooh, the flank looks good. Should should make up like a huge ass flank steak tonight. And Chuck. What's the guy? Chuck looks fine. Something pull an iron. I'm gonna grab that flank. I'll grab that flank. Shavings. This would get through a few days for sure. Hit that one. That's great. So now tuna fish. Canned meats, I missed it. Aisle 3. They got frozen fish. They got frozen tilapia. I'm after it. They got it. Sockeyes. Tilapia it is. Canned meats, tuna fish. Hello. I'm just going to say hello whenever I see somebody. Where's the meat set? Oh, there's the meat. Let me go back. Tuna is really like Jenny Lynn's thing. I never really touch it. Sounds like albacore, the bumblebee. I'll touch the albacore. I don't like the chunk leg. Got some tuna. And I'll grab a couple of cans of chunk leg. Okay. You watch enough Into the World things on YouTube, and you too can become one of those hoarders. I was watching The Office last night, and I forget the guy's name. I'm not like a huge super fan of The Office, but I've been like watching Office videos on YouTube, and the weird guy was a stockpiler, and but it was talking about how it all had a shelf life, so he'd have to like eat it. So he was like taking these like big things of like peaches and like nuclear survival food and taking it to the office to eat, and they're all making fun of him. I thought that was kind of hilarious. I feel like the same thing right now. Somebody's on the phone having a conversation about the end of the world. Very well, you know. Hey, the end of the world is happening, but there is Ezekiel bread, sesame bread, the best, honestly. Is it worth $5.15? Yes, it is. You think you're gonna get your fiber during the end of the world? I am. I got all limes, sir. I want ginger because I can make this really wonderful, like, simple syrup that can be used like in tea. It can be used in booze, so like with vodka, like where you end up getting kind of a nice. You can get a nice kind of range of flavor. It's like molassesy. But then you end up having the ginger. All it needs is limes. And the weird thing about Florida is, like, you think, coming from Texas, that citrus would be cheaper in Florida. It's drastically more expensive because they end up having citrus blight. I think they end up having to import the limes from other places. That's something that I found out when I moved here. I thought that was fascinating. 5 for $2. That's a rip-off and a half. They're hard as a rock. I need to get a plastic sack and do this hygienically. Or I just get a bag of lemons. I'm gonna get a bag of lemons. I'm just gonna roll with the lemons. Packages mean nobody touched it locally. Pay extra money for that. So I think I got everything. Got a little citrus. It's all good, man. We need to get some processed food. And the processed food of choice is going to be a big ass container of goldfishes for Marco. Oh, and a big old thing of apple juice that's been saving my ass. A little sugar water. A little sugar water for a boy. We're gonna get the Mott's. We're gonna get the Mott's. A container of Mott's, right? Or a container of green ones. What's the price difference? Mott's is cheaper. The volume, man, the volume. We're gonna go 5 cents per ounce. Mott's it is. I can water down the Mott's, it's all good. There we go. We good. We're in good shape. I believe that's it. Papaya juice, dude. He would like guava nectar, right? Mango nectar, pear nectar. Get a couple of these too, dude. You know, we got Gatorade. We're good in that department. You know what? A little sparkling water. They got fucking Topo Chico, man. You know you're from Texas when you get misty-eyed for Topo Chico. I'm gonna get 2 Topo Chicos, the big ones that you can just like mix with drinks. And the world's happening, might as well. Actually, it's cheaper rate, cheaper price. Cheaper than the other one, like the I don't know how it says, Gerlostendler, that one. The one with the lion on it. That one's okay. I'm just a fan of the Topo Chico. Cool. Oh, salsa water. I'll get that. No problem. And I'll get a Pepsi or a Coke for Peka because she drinks that. Has a little bit of Coke. I'm a low sugar guy. She's not. Okay. Yeah, this will be fun. We got our purchases. Got calories, that's good. Got oil. Got Ezekiel bread. Got tuna fishes. Got lima beans. talk about the process a little bit. What I find is I'm a photographer, and when I try to bring audio into the mix, it ends up being tricky for me because you can't do both at the same time. You have to do one job at a time. But I think the mundaneness of this is pretty interesting. To me, anyway.
Thank you, you too.
Good. This is a lot, but I need to get milk. Can I run and get milk real quick? Okay, thank you. Plastic bags are perfect. Thank you. I forgot milk. Out of that hoarding spree, I forgot to go buy milk. And now I'm going to go and do some exercise in a public place. It's milk. Cool. The gloves are slowing you down?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Well, I thank y'all for what you're doing. I don't know if anybody says thank you for having to do this. Is the traffic usually light at this store?
Yep.
Usually. Has it been heavy today?
Heavier.
Heavier?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
It was pretty bad.
I'm-
Beginning of this whole thing.
I'm thankful I live around the corner from here and this is my store, because usually, like, I don't know, at my wife's my in-laws' place, their Publix has always got like a huge line in it. It's the tourist Publix, and the tourists aren't here.
Exactly, yes, and here, exactly.
Yeah.
They closed on Vista Cape.
Are they closed?
They closed on Vista Cape. The resort? Yeah. What about this one? No, the roast down is reading paper. No, I mean this the roast. This is the roast and this is the paper. They closed it down.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Everybody
Yeah.
has to go home.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's the way it is. Thank y'all. Be safe, everybody. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. You too, man. So that was the Publix. That was the Publix run. And what I ended up finding is my psychology took over. I was thinking about everything that I would want to give my wife and my son. And apparently I fucking bought it. I bought it all. I bought my love. I bought a little more than the essentials, y'all. In a second, buddy. Buckle up, buckaroo. How to talk about the fact that we're all kind of this continuous entity of organic matter that's connected on this one rock. But on the same token, if I had my camera and you would see the back of my trunk, I would be no better or no worse than the rest of the hoarding masses. What can you do? You have to take care of yourself first, and then maybe you're lucky enough that you are healthy enough to get to take care of other people or help other people at the very least. All right, I'm getting back to the car. I'm going to conclude this as soon as we get back home. We're around the corner. Most of this was sitting in the grocery store. Hello, I'm back.
Is it crowded?
Not particularly. It was a little more crowded than yesterday, or not yesterday, but like when I came earlier in the week.
Yeah.
It's like I think of my days as days out at this point.
You have hand sanitizer here?
No, I don't, but just don't. They did a very good job of keeping things clean. They had a lady wiping down carts, like where she was just on wiping down carts. I thought that was kind of a nice, brilliant move. I don't know if that actually accomplishes anything.
Come on.
I knew a book, well, like we buy a 5 below, then a little bit broke.
Oh.
Your Five Below book, your book from Five Below kind of broke.
Yeah.
Oh,
In a couple of days.
that's okay. We can tape it back together.
Okay.
Okay, does that sound good? We can do that later.
Well, what about now?
I don't have tape.
I have tape in my room. Don't worry.
Okay.
I do have tape in my room. Did you got me cookies?
Yeah, we got cookies, bud.
Chocolate chip cookies or sprinkle cookies?
I got sprinkle cookies. Don't worry about it.
Yay! Is it in the package?
It's in the package.
Sprinkle cookies are gross.
I got chocolate chip too.
What? So yummy. Cookie Monster likes chocolate
I got
chip
illy beans. I found beans. So, or coffee. At the very least, will be stepped up a little bit.
One. That's a lot.
Oh, I need to back up. I'm gonna back up right there because then we can watch our car, right? It's like right underneath our balcony.
Where's balcony? And where's my room on that? Where's my room?
You'll find it, buddy.
And my phone. And my sand. What is it?
Okay, that was going to the grocery store. So, be safe, y'all.